For the first time in 30 years, Montana has two races for seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian introduces us to the people running for the Democratic nomination in the 1st Congressional District.
In Montana's Western Congressional District, 3 candidates are making the argument that they're the best choice to bring the Democratic Party's message into the general election. Cora Newman, Monica Tranel, and Tom Winter are all seeking the Democratic nomination in the 1st Congressional District, which covers much of western Montana, including the cities of Kalispell, Missoula, Butte, and Bozeman. Newman is a nonprofit executive from Bozeman, who's led organizations working on healthcare, economic development, and public lands. She says that professional experience and her personal history, losing her father in an accident, then leaving Montana as a child when her stepfather needed to find better work, make her the best candidate.
I think Montanans are looking for someone who they can relate to and who understands their struggle. Someone who has a track record of improving access to healthcare, which is a primary need. Again, who understands the importance of affordable housing, who knows what it's like to struggle to make ends meet. I think that's what Montanans are looking for.
Newman says more resources should be directed to housing development and assistance, and she wants to support Montana agriculture, saying they're feeling impacts from the changing climate. Newman returned to Montana with her family about 3 years ago. She briefly ran for U.S. Senate in 2020. Her relatively recent return to the state has drawn criticism, including from a political committee supporting Tranel. But Newman says she'd been trying to move back for years, and she believes voters will be able to relate.
At least half, if not more, of the kids I grew up with left and came back, and some are still trying to come back. So I think it's actually a privilege in some ways to be able to stay in Montana your whole life. And I know that the majority of Montanans understand that.
Tranel is an attorney from Missoula with years of experience in energy and utility regulation cases. She previously worked for the Montana Public Service Commission and Montana Consumer Council, and says she's the candidate with a proven history of getting things done in this state.
I have practiced law and been on the side of Montanans my whole career here in Montana. I've served Montana, delivered for Montana, and I will continue to do that.
Tranel believes Montanans' concerns about housing are part of a bigger feeling the state is changing for its average residents. She calls climate change an existential threat for Montana, and says her background means she can help tackle an energy transition. In 2004, Tranel ran in the Republican primary for Public Service Commission. In 2020, she was the Democratic candidate for PSC, in a district that includes 7 counties now in the Western Congressional District. She believes her experience, starting from her time growing up on an eastern Montana ranch, makes her the strongest candidate to appeal to voters across the political spectrum.
I know these communities. They're it's where I grew up. It's what I know. And I think, it's the power of showing up, which I have been doing and I will continue to do. I will work with everyone from Montana because it's my home.
Winter currently works on improving broadband access in underserved areas. In 2018, he was elected as a state representative from Missoula. He says his victory over a Republican incumbent in a district that voted for President Trump shows he can get his message across to persuadable voters.
We are in such a crisis moment at all times that we have to have actual representation that not only has won over people from the other side, but can answer with community-focused issues like making sure you have teeth when you're old, or hearing aids, or you get the dignity of a good paycheck.
Winter previously ran in the Democratic primary for U.S. House in 2020. He's running on progressive policies like universal health care, canceling student debt, aggressive climate action, and raising taxes on the wealthy, and says the National Democratic Party hasn't always delivered for people. While he's raised significantly less money than his 2 opponents, he says that shows he's not afraid to advocate for bold policy that may make donors unhappy.
My party as well, we have things to answer for. And I am doing my best, and have been for the last 5 years, through winning elections on platforms that put money in your pocket and bring dignity to your work.
Stay with MTN on the air and online. We'll bring you plenty more coverage on all the primary races leading up to Election Day, June 7th. In Missoula, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.